Hello and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. This is my first time playing through Baldur's Gate 3. I am in Act 3. Feel free to discuss Acts 1 and 2, but no Act 3 spoilers, please. We were exploring the graveyard in the lower city yesterday. That place is full of all kinds of strangeness. And we were picking the lock, or rather Astarion was picking the lock on a mausoleum, and we ended up inside the mausoleum, and there's a big underground area. There seem to be a lot of big underground areas in this game, lots of strange cellars and undercity ruins and mausoleums and all kinds of stuff. Doesn't seem like it would be possible as far as physics. My youngest daughter, and I joke that it's like Swiss cheese under Baldur's Gate, and the whole thing's just going to collapse into a giant sinkhole because there's so much underground stuff. But okay, I think that I have done all I want to do with Minsk. I had Minsk and Karlach in the party because I wanted to see if they had any unique dialogue with each other, and they did have a little bit. But I'm not getting into Minsk's build as far as combat. I like him as a character. I think he's a lot of fun as a character. Oh, he's shaving his head through his helmet there. But like in actual combat, I don't know. He doesn't seem to be as strong as Karlach as far as fighting, and he doesn't seem to be as strong as Gale as far as spells, and he's not as strong as me as far as like animal stuff. Like I can turn into an owl bear. He can't do that. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. He's a ranger, but he just doesn't seem. I mean, maybe I just don't know how to use him correctly. He's got his little hamster Boo that we can summon in combat, but then I feel bad because I keep worrying about Boo getting hurt. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna switch him out for Shadowheart since we're exploring mausoleums.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious. A bit crowded, don't you? Lead the way then.
She seems way more powerful than Minsk, especially when it comes to dealing with the undead, so we're gonna grab her. And something else I want to do with her.
My faith will guide me.
She's become a saloon knight. You can see it over here. Instead of a Sharon. Oh, I had her. I think she starts the game in the trickery domain, but I think I'm gonna switch her to a different domain. All right, real quick though, let me make sure that I'm live streaming on YouTube. Let's do an audio check. There I am. Get over to the chat room. I'm playing the game on my PS5, but I am live streaming to YouTube, and I'm watching the chat room on my laptop. So I'm looking at the game on my TV screen, and then I've got to turn my head to see the chat room on my laptop. So I do check in with the chat room, and I do try to respond to everyone in the chat room, but I don't always do so right away. It might take me a few minutes. Alright, but we are live and well on YouTube, and if you are watching this at some point in the future, you are watching the unedited, archived live stream. The live stream is live on November 12th, 2024, but if you're watching it in the future, yeah, you're just watching random, unedited, me wandering around trying to figure this game out. I'm playing on balanced difficulty. I am level 12, the whole party is level 12 at this point, but I don't know what I'm doing. I still have a lot to learn. And one thing I have not ever done in this game is respec anyone or reclass anyone. Let me double check and make sure Minsk doesn't have anything we need to sell. We picked up a lot of loot. I don't think he does. Oh, he's traveling pretty light because he recently joined the party, so he's not weighted down with a whole lot of stuff yet. Okay. Alright, Shadowheart, take yourself over to Withers and let's see if we can figure out how to change you from trickery to something else.
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
care to explain why you're helping me? Where's Arabella gone? I'd prefer if you leave. I'd like to talk about hirelings. Can you help me change my class?
As thou desire.
I guess this is where I change everything. Let's see. Yeah. Do I want to keep resistance or do I want to try Blade Ward? Let's stick with resistance. Alright, this is the part I want to change. Alright, we have Life Domain, Light Domain, Trickery Domain, Knowledge Domain, Nature Domain, Tempest Domain, and War Domain. Alright, and... Oh, hey, Jose! How are you doing? Okay, yeah, respect them here, change their class, and all their points, spells, cantrips. By the way, hi. Hi! How are you? Yeah, I looked up online, and there's a little chart at bg3.wiki/wiki/cleric here. There's a little chart that shows the basic differences between the subclasses. And it looks like several of them, if I change her into these subclasses, she'll be able to use heavy armor, which will be interesting. My daughter said she changed her to a cleric of light, which makes sense if she's a selenite. But I think I'm going to go with life instead of light. It says it makes their spells, like their cure wound spells, stronger. It gives her heavy armor. It gives her the ability, yeah, all her healing spells become a little stronger. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. Because if I go with nature, that's a lot like a druid, which I'm already doing, and there's already like 3 of us. There's me and Jaheira and Halson. Tempest is interesting, but I don't know if it suits her or the way I want to play her. As far as like it gives you some thunder and fog and storm stuff, which I don't know if that really fits. War Priest is pretty interesting. Gives her heavy armor and martial weapons. It's a little bit like a paladin, it seems like. It's pretty interesting, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I mean, there's also knowledge, which I think gives her some additional skills or realms of knowledge here: arcana, history, nature, religion. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with life. I think that's the one. That gives her heavy armor proficiency, and I think that's pretty cool. Oh, Jose's doing good. Good! Yeah, I like life. I think I'm gonna go with that. Okay, and wisdom is the one that she's supposed to be proficient in as far as being a cleric. I gave her an extra strength, I guess, here. I'm not sure why I did that. Huh. Yeah, because 14 strength. Somebody somewhere in the chat room at one point told me that the the bonuses that you get to add on to rolls and things happen in even numbers. So like having a 15 strength doesn't give you any more advantage than a 14 strength. I don't know if that's true. It looks like it is though. Look, see, it says strength 13 plus 1, strength 14 plus 2, 15 plus 2. So yeah, you want to keep them at even numbers. I can't seem to bonus up this one any further though. Maybe do that. I mean, it still gives her a higher wisdom than anything else. Oh, ability points assigned. Huh. I wonder why I can't do 18 on this. Oh, okay. I can do that. That's allowed. So I guess we'll do that. At least she won't have an intelligence of -1 to her rolls. Alright. I don't see any reason to change anything else. Perception, maybe? Oh, okay, I can't increase her perception. Okay. I guess that's all I can do. It doesn't seem like I can change anything else. I don't care about her persuasion. She never has to persuade anybody. Alright, I guess that's all we can do. Oh, now I gotta level her up.
My faith protects me.
All over again. Here we go. Jose is saying I make all my guys clerics. Nice. I didn't know much about clerics. I've had to really get used to using her in combat. I'd never played a cleric in D&D. Didn't know much about them, especially not the new, what is it, 5th edition, whatever. Last time I played Dungeons and Dragons was like 2nd edition. Hello, Scrito. Welcome to the chat room. Italy is like Baldur's Gate. We have cities under our cities. Yeah, I've heard that about France too. And probably Germany, to be honest. I mean, probably all over Europe, you know. There's a lot of undercity stuff. It's and crypts and all kinds of things. Yeah. Oh, okay. Jose's saying my Shadowheart is a cleric monk. Yeah, I've seen people play that on YouTube. Play Shadowheart as a monk or a cleric monk. Seems to be an interesting build. Astarian cleric rogue. Well, that would kind of work. Would you have like a trickster subclass? All right. Yeah, no, I can add it. So I was able to add the life. She's in the life domain subclass now. Okay, but now I got to go through this whole thing again. Of leveling her up to 12 from 1. Inflict wounds. Alright, let's see here. I don't know. Let's turn all these off and just start all over again. Shield of Faith. Protect a creature from attacks. Protection from good and evil. Targets can't be charmed, frightened, possessed, because that's important. I always forget to use it, but it's important. Sanctuary is definitely important. Bane... Command... Guiding Bolt. Okay, yeah, we definitely want Guiding Bolt. Create or Destroy Water is really handy. You wouldn't think so, but I've used it a lot with my druid. I don't know if that necessarily means she needs to have it if my druid has it, but we definitely want healing. Because water can wash away acid, it can put out fires. Like if your friends catch on fire, you can douse them in water. If there's a bunch of acid on the ground, but you need them to walk through it, you can wash it away with the water. So it's definitely handy. But is it as handy as, say, Shield of Faith? Or Command? As a Cleric of Life, I don't think she would be using Inflict Wounds with Necrotic. That doesn't seem like a Cleric of Life. I'll go with Command. Okay. Silence. Alright, spiritual weapon. I've used it. It's not that great. Oh yeah, prayer for healing is definitely helpful. Hold person is helpful. Calm emotions. Protection from poison. Yeah, those are all very, very helpful. Go with that. Alright, Cleric level 4. Cantrips. I can take another cantrip. Blade Ward, sure. Alright, now we're going to select some feats. I tend to give my people all the same feats. Alert, so that they can have initiative. I also like to do... Where is it down here? Tough, so they have more hit points. We'll go with that. Actually, let's go with... We'll go with alert first. Yeah. Okay. don't know. This is pretty cool. I'd probably forget to use it, though. Bestow a magical enhancement upon an ally. Yeah, let's go with it. I'm not very good at playing support characters. Doesn't come naturally to me. Remove curse. That's pretty handy. But I like spirit guardians. That's pretty OP. Alright, let's go with that one. I'm gonna go with a lot of healing. Sure, why not? Alright, now we can add toughness. And maybe remove curse? Sure. I'm gonna have to get to know her all over again. I'm trying not to deviate too far from what I already know she can do. Things like healing and spirit guardian and stuff like that. Alright, now we got some level 5 spells. There we go. Flame Strike is nice. Planar Binding. Dispel Good and Evil. All those are good. We get a new cantrip. Light, I guess? Do that. Alright, she's level 11. Big healing. Or we can go with Planar Ally. I do like Conjuration. I think I do a lot of Conjuration in this game, and I have all of my people do a lot of Conjuration. It's just kind of a thing for me. Even when I played Skyrim, I loved having Sanguine Rose and having Conjuration spells and Conjuration staffs, and I would give them to all of my people, my followers. I was constantly conjuring things. It's what I jokingly call my Friendship is Magic playstyle, my My Little Pony playstyle. conjuring friends to help out in combat. I love being able to conjure angels. We haven't conjured any demons. I just didn't think it fit with her character, but we'll have to try that out at some point. Try conjuring a demon to help us. Yeah. I don't know, Blade Barrier sounds pretty cool though, too. And so does Hero's Feast. Alright, well, we'll see. Let's go to the next level. Alright, we get one more feat. What's it gonna be? Mobile would be interesting. I don't know how often she does melee attacks, though. I tend to not have her do that because she's in Sanctuary or something. Lucky is very helpful. I have several of my people that have Lucky, and that comes up a lot. It's a reaction, and you can use them to gain advantage, make things re-roll. That's definitely an option. Of course, if she's going to be in heavy armor now, because she can, then this might be nice. It doesn't matter about increasing her strength, but the incoming damage decreases by 3. Dungeon Delver is pretty handy too. No. Yeah, I guess I'll go with Lucky. This Blade Barrier is pretty cool. But so is this Hero's Feast. Alright, there she is, the new and improved Shadowheart. I'm gonna have to get to know her spells all over again. I mean, she can still cure wounds. Do Guiding Bolt. Those are all things she could do before. Sacred Flame. Spirit Guardians, sure. She can still do Sanctuary, right. Beacon of Hope. Yeah, this is all pretty similar to what she could already do, but now she can do this Death Ward. Protect a creature from death. Guardian of Faith. Call forth the Divine Guardian that attacks nearby enemies. Yeah. This is new. Divine Energy. Oh, right. I think we've had that. Can only use it once per game. Okay. Gotta remember we have this Hero's Feast. That's something that I should probably cast on everyone, like, every time we wake up. When I have a new party. Okay. Okay. I think I'm happy with that, but I think we should change the colors of her armor. Let's dye her clothes now. All right, we've got black and green. Let's avoid black now. The new Shadowheart. We can avoid black. I don't know if green's really her color, but we'll grab the greens. Yeah, alright. We'll go with that. Oh, why am I picking that up? Sorry. Don't want that. I want these. Alright. Let's take a look at some dyes for Shadowheart, but I'm going to save first. I'm going to look at all the dyes, examine all the dyes. Delete a few saves. And then when I figure out which one I want to use, I will reload and we'll just use that one. Alright, baby blue and gold dye. Let's start there. Oh, you know what? Before we start dyeing her armor, maybe we should look into getting her some different armor. Hang on. We have a whole bunch of heavy armor in here, and I think she can use heavy armor now. So let's take a look. Yes. Heavy armor she can use. Right now, she has an armor that has radiating shockwave. When the wearer deals radiant damage, they cause a radiant shockwave, which is nice. But how about this eternal devotion? Recite your oath to regain 1 channel oath charge. What is channel oath? Is that paladin stuff? Yeah, I bet it's paladin stuff. Alright, let's keep going. Cerebral Citadel armor. You can't be frightened. If the wearer is infested by a mind flayer tadpole, they gain +1 to intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. Disadvantage on stealth checks. Well, that might be worth wearing. She can try it on. Let's see what else we've got. Elven chain. Oh. Flawed Helldusk armor. Maybe. We can keep looking. Psionic Ward. Oh, she's not a Githyanki. +1 to initiative. Okay, well I guess that's all. I thought I had more heavy armor than that. But this one looks like it's meant for paladins, so maybe we should sell it? I don't think I have any paladins in the party, and I'm not gonna. Let's take a look. Okay. So this is the Cerebral Citadel armor. It is heavy armor. Can't be frightened. And as long as she has the tadpole, she's smarter, wiser, and has higher charisma. Or at least better saving throws for those things. What does it look like? Ew, it's kind of creepy. I don't know if I like that. It makes her look like an Illithid. I don't like it. Okay, let's try the Flawed Helldusk armor. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's not bad. Alright, we're gonna send this back to camp. Yeesh, don't like it. So... she would go from armor class 20 to armor class 17. Or from armor class 17 to armor class 20. Doesn't change initiative. Doesn't seem to change anything else. But instead of radiating shockwave, she gets to do fire damage to people that whack her. And she takes less piercing damage. Okay. I'm willing to go with that. But then that probably also means she should change her helmet. What she got on her head. Gain momentum for 3 turns. Let's take a look in the chest, see what other helmets we have. Angelic Plume helmet. Helmet of Smiting. I don't think she ever smites. That's another paladin thing there. Alright, let's take a look at helmets. That's quite the look for her. Quite the look. Wow, that's quite the look as well. It does kind of go with the armor, though. I sort of like it. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go with that. It's wild, it's over the top, but what the heck? We're in Act 3. She's earned it. Alright, now let's do a save. And see what happens if we try dyeing it. Alright, baby blue and gold dye. Let's take a look. Alright, baby blue and gold. Bloody plum. Royal blue. Okay, I like the blue. Boreal blue is an option. I definitely like that. That's not bad. That's a very natural look. And I would dye the boots and the gloves and the helmet and everything to match, and the cape, so... I think I like the boreal blue better, though. Let's try dark amethyst. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Deep lilac. Oh my. That's quite the bright armor. I don't know if I like that. Gorgeous maroon. Don't like that. Green? That's pretty. Indigo. That's pretty too. Indigo is what Gale's got his outfit dyed in. Lavender. I only have one of those, so if I wanted to do the whole outfit, I'd have to go buy some more. Somewhere. Yeah, no, I don't want that. Light blue. Oh, that looks nice. I like the silvery. Very knight in shining armory. So I think I'm leaning toward the blues for her. Or the alabaster. Light blue, boreal blue. Let's look at lush burgundy. Oh, that looks pretty cool though. It matches the helmet. Alright, let's take a look at mellow fruit. Yeesh, I don't know if I like that. Orange, just for fun. That's an interesting color. Almost like copper. Pale green. That's interesting too. Peach and apricot. Ooh, that's an interesting color. Very interesting. Huh. Very interesting. Okay. Oh, look at that. That is very colorful and shiny. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna reload. I think I'm leaning towards some blues. So we'll get some of these dyes out of her inventory and try a few more colors, see what we like. I know a lot of this kind of stuff, this sort of housekeeping thing with dyeing armor and changing character stats and selling loot and all of that kind of stuff. I don't know how exciting that is for anyone to watch. It's probably not as exciting as watching the combat, but it has to be done. It's part of the game. I might as well turn on the live stream and stream it. If you're watching this at some point in the future, you can just skip it. I will timestamp and chapter all of my live streams so you can skip to the parts you want to watch. Alright, I don't think we want deep lilac. Oh, what's this one? Oh, black and green. Okay, we want to keep boreal blue. Don't want bloody plum. Don't want indigo. Don't want lavender. Don't want mellow fruit or orange. Maybe baby blue. Maybe light blue. Peach and apricot was pretty interesting, but I think I'm going to store it. Dark amethyst? I don't think so. Maybe the brown alabaster? Alright, let's take a look here. Let's do it one more time. Boreal blue. Light blue. Baby blue. Or brown. Alright, boreal blue. Let's see what happens if we also do the helmet. It still has the red plume though. It's kind of weird. That it didn't change to blue. Alright, this is the baby blue and gold. Don't think I like that. I don't know, I kind of like the boreal blue, I guess. Even though it doesn't change this to blue. I don't know if I like that. Maybe we should look at something with a little bit of black in it. I know, decisions. How much does it matter? How long do I have to be looking at her for the rest of the game? But this is part of the fun. It is, as my daughter often says, a dress-up game. I'm not sure I like that helmet. I was kind of hoping that we could dye the feather on top, but it doesn't look like we can. So, let's take a look at some other helmets. Oh yeah, we definitely don't want to use that one. Oh, that's the one she was wearing for a while. I think I had her in that one or something like it. Let's try this one. Yeah, I don't care for that. Yeah, like that. I'm going with that. I'm gonna go brown alabaster. Alright, made up my mind. I like it. And then when we're done here, we're gonna go back to the graveyard and explore the crypts, the mausoleums under the graveyard. And I bet they're going to be full of undead, and so that's why I'm taking Shadowheart with us. We started to fight some undead in the graveyard yesterday above ground. There was this little girl trying to raise her brother from the dead, and I had a conversation option to offer her a scroll to help, and I thought I was offering her a revivify scroll like the ones we use on each other. I mean, it would make sense, right? If we can use them on each other, why couldn't we use them on somebody else? But no, it just like created a whole, it like raised the whole graveyard into a bunch of undead. Oh, I gotta do this all over again, sorry. And so we were fighting tons of undead, and a bunch of people were dying in the graveyard, like other people that were just bystanders and stuff, and I didn't like it. This is the one I want her to wear, okay. Okay, let's go put the dies back, except for the one we want to use. Anyway, I ended up reloading. and I didn't give her the scroll. I was like, okay, never mind about that. Alright, now we gotta do the gloves and the boots. And the cloak. The mantle of the Holy Warrior. Let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah. Oh my god, that looks awesome. I love it. Alright, now her boots. Do we want her to keep these boots or do we want her to have some new boots? I don't really have a lot of great boots. Maybe we'll buy some better boots somewhere for her. She's got boots of speed. Versus boots that keep her from stepping on spiderweb, spring step boots. That's about it. Oh wait, there's some up here. Boots of apparent death. A wearer can cast feign death. Boots of sonic movement. Yeah, that's for Githyanki. Alright, we'll just stick with these. Yeah, I love it. Okay. But what about her camp outfit? Should we try dyeing that? Maybe she wants a new camp outfit. Get out of that old Sharon underwear. I know, I've got all kinds of clothes. But I guess not any camp clothes? I thought I had some other camp clothes. Well, let's have her try these on. Oh, these are her underwear, okay. Oh, yeah. She looks like Princess Leia. Kind of. And the Jabba the Hutt bikini. Okay, so this is basically the same thing. That she was wearing before. I guess I have that. Yeah, I don't like that. Alright, so maybe she wants some new underwear. Boreal blue, mellow fruit. Let's try out some of these dyes. Boreal blue on her new jams. That doesn't look much different than what she had before. Let's try jet and pink rose. That's cute. I don't know. Let's try mellow fruit. Oh yeah, I like mellow fruit. Alright, we're gonna go with mellow fruit. These save files are getting big. It takes a long time to load. And we still have so much more to do. I don't think we're anywhere near done. I'm taking my time though. I know I'm playing a lot slower than some people. Alright, let's do mellow fruit. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so we're gonna put her clothes back on. Okay. There's the new and improved Shadowheart that can wear heavy armor and is no longer a cleric of Shar, but a Selûnite in the life domain.
Can't give up now.
All right. Let's leave this place. Let's do one last save. I know I keep overriding the same save slot, but that's fine. I don't think it matters. All right. I'm just gonna double check everything with Shadowheart, make sure she's
Whatever
good.
it takes.
Alright, she seems to be good. We got this one recently as a reward for sending, I think her name was Saren, something like that. Her skull, setting her to peace. She was a headless ghost. We gave her head back. You can use a reaction to make an attack, roll, or saving throw with advantage. Is that better than having a spell slot restoration? Maybe. Ooh, Amulet of Restoration. Okay, yeah, let's give her that.
Alright, what now?
Alright. Now let's do another save. Let's pop out. Back to the mausoleum. Let's see what we find down here. Astarion.
Hello.
You're all covered with blood. You got a little right here at the corner of your mouth. Can you lick that off? Where's his sponge? Look at this. Look at this.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Oh, Karlach, you're a mess too. Of course, I guess we're going to be getting into a big mess in here anyway, so who cares? Alright, so we're in the Durinbold Mausoleum, which is entered by picking the lock on a little crypt above ground in the graveyard. Let's go check it out. Actually, you know what? Astarion, you're Mr. Necromancer with all the ghouls there. You go first in case there's any traps.
Brave and loyal Rocky, who saved his master from an ambush.
Okay. Oh, alright. No, not strong enough to open it.
Fearless goddess, who would chase any prey and helped bring in our greatest trophies.
Okay.
Lionheart Xena, fierce watchdog. At night, no one dared to pass her post.
So what, did they bury their pets down here? Is this a pet cemetery? That's what it sounds like.
Chief Houndmaster Paul, who trained our pack to perfection.
Yeah. Patriarch is a homegrown aristocracy, maybe? Reading like an extremely brave or suicidal act of journalism, the scathing takedown of the Baldurian upper crust decries each house, From the Caldwells, who jealously hoard patronage of the city's art museums, to the Urlentries, whose merchant fleet floats swift and immense across the rippling waters, to the Raven Shades, who control the production of ink, dye, jewelry, and gemstones. The list goes on with bile, seeming to underline each insult, each description of the wealthy households reveling as their good fortune turns. City life is a duck pond, the text seems to imply, and scum rises to the top. Yeah, I think we've seen that book before. That ghoul is telling Karlach a thing or two. Oh my gosh.
It's big, but still young. Heavens help the hunter if its mother caught them.
Up here. Scroll of animal friendship. Uh-oh. Oh, I guess as soon as we tried to take something, we woke the spirits of the dead doggies. Oh no. Oh my gosh, they're very powerful. Who is this? The Hound Master. Oh, dang. Astarion, why did you have to touch that scroll? What is in here? Okay, well, let's look at these. It's a ghost, not an undead, just a ghost. Slashing, piercing, bludgeoning. Acid, thunder doesn't affect it because it's a ghost. And it's immune to necrotic. No cold, no poison. Well, how in the world are we supposed to fight it then? It doesn't say radiant. Maybe we gotta use radiant. I'm thinking. Oh, he missed. What is this? Intimidating presence. Menace an enemy and instill a terrible fear within them. Oh, that's cool. Didn't know she could do that.
Poor fucker. The only way out is through.
Alright. Well, I guess it's time to owlbear it. Ooh, are immune to prone. Okay, Shadowheart. What's your play gonna be here? Let's try this. Sacred Flame.
Bleed for me.
Saved against Sacred Flame. Critical miss. Oh no.
All right, Karlach, it's go time.
Menacing attack. Nope, we killed a ghost. We can loot the ghost. The ghost has nothing. Oh, the ghost is turned into a pile of dust.
Got it. Blood comes easy these days.
Oh, I missed. I missed again. Immune to fearful. Okay. Opportunity attack. Yeah, I'll take it. What happened there? It turned into a dead ghost doggy. I think one of these things attacked it? I don't know. Alright, oh, Shadowheart's turn. How's the party doing? So, what's she got equipped right now? I don't think any of us need healing. We can do a short rest after this combat. I think we're all right. Oh no. What happened there? I think they like run over and lick the ashes of their Hound Master and then die. I think that's what's happening there. Because we killed the Hound Master first, and then the dogs seem to like run to him, lick the ashes, and then disappear. It's kind of weird.
A better position.
Now this is my happy place. Under their noses.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Don't touch me.
Alright, so we came up here. He stole the scroll. Actually, let's just save. Doesn't seem to be anything in here. Archduke's leadership.
That's curious.
Oh, there's a hole. And a backpack. Queen of Ravens. Highlighted from the other chapters in this work by gorgeous little pictures and artistic renditions of the events described, you can read the following. In that time of shattered allegiances between elven gods and with the adulation of the Shadowkai elves in her pocket, the woman bid her followers elevate her to godhood. Do it and I'll reforge our broken pantheon, she said. Do it and I'll make things sweet and synchronous again. And they did. All but the dissenters in her avid flock who during their ritual of godly ascension tried to wrest power from the woman. At the crucial moment she tore the dissenters apart. With the ritual irrevocably disturbed, the queen and her Shadowkai found themselves flung across the plains into the eerie and terrible realm called the Shadowfell. The journey killed her, yet from the corrupt ashes she rose, a queen with both her eyes and her serving birds as dark as her ambition. She was born the Raven Queen, mistress of life and death. Uh-huh. I kind of dig the Raven Queen. We met that guy whose name was He Who Was, and we did a quest with him, and he was a Shadowkai. However that's pronounced, Shadar Kai. And I thought he was really cool. And we got some cool stuff from him. I got the Raven gloves to summon Quoth the Raven in combat. And I got I don't think I got it from him, but I ended up getting at some point in the game a necklace with the Raven Queen's blessing, and it has Featherfall on it. So if I wear it, I'll always have Featherfall on me all the time. And I really like it. I like her. I like the character, the guy, He Who Was, all of that. I like the little side quest we did with him. It was pretty cool. I'm going to take that. I'll send this to... Oh, Astarion. I am Astarion. Okay. A feather token. If you fall while carrying this token, you take no falling damage. Token's magic is expended after you land, whereupon the disc becomes non-magical. A small faded feather is stamped on one side of this surprisingly light coin. Okay. Another feather fall type token. That's pretty cool. I'll have him send this book to me, though. Nice.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
But right now I'm wearing the Amulet of Wind Rider, which allows me to ride the winds. I should probably put on my... There it is. Corbid token. Oh, can't do that while I'm in animal form. Okay.
What now?
Well, let's continue looking around this place. The Durinbold Hounds.
Here lies the Houndmaster of the Durinbolds, surrounded by his loyal pack, good boys and girls all.
Aw. And then it looks like there's an owlbear head and a wolf head, a bear head and a boar head. Okay. So what's gonna be through here?
That thing is small, and I am not.
Okay, well, I don't feel like going into cat form right now to go find out what's in there. Does he have the ability to infiltrate? I don't think he can shapeshift. Alright, well...
No one back home will ever believe this.
Alright, I'll go check it out, just because I'm curious. Oh, this goes into the Gorion Mausoleum. There's some glowing things here. Gold. Alright, well, then that probably means that there's a way into this place from outside.
Let's march!
No, I didn't quite do it. No, definitely didn't do it. Maybe? Hey, we got into that one. Whoa, Durinbold's Houndmaster pole. Rocky's dog color, Gordis's dog color, Xena's dog color. Scroll of Animal Friendship, Potion of Animal Speaking, Arrow of Ilmater. I wonder if we had these in our possession before we, or you know, when we triggered the combat, if the dogs would be loyal to us instead of the Houndmaster. We'll put that back.
Keep a blade close.
Alright, let's see if we can go join me in the other mausoleum.
I don't like giving you what other people have been picking at, but there's a whole chicken.
We have to go find the other mausoleum.
I wouldn't give you anything I would need myself.
Okay, there's one here. Can't seem to get into that one. Oh, okay, here we go. Gorion Mausoleum. Alright, so now they should all be with me. Yep, there I am.
No one stopped me yet.
Alright, Astarion, let's check out this place. Probably have to fight some more undead in here if we pick up anything. Ooh, crumbling wall. Gargoyle head.
Well, well, well.
Karlach. Alright, we'll go check that out next. Is that the place we've already been? No, we have not. Okay. Let's look around in here. There's the hole that I came through. Lord Gregorian Gorion.
Here lies Lord Gregorian Gorion, first High Constable of Baldur's Gate, the city's protector.
A plea for freedom. The city deserves better than Enver Gortash and his army of steel puppets. Let the city win, not him. Hymns Forgone. A book of prayers for Kelemvor, judge of the dead. Someone has annotated it with the following. These are little saccharine places, but one or two have genuine merit as something more than religious doggerel, something that actually evokes the complicated feelings of loss and hope for the departed, their well-being, their eternal preservation in some paradise. I think we've read that before. Scroll. They say that lighting a candle at the Mausoleum of Gorion, I can't remember how she said it exactly, grants the writer a wish. I never was the superstitious sort, but desperation makes believers of us all. How would lighting a candle give a writer a wish? That doesn't make any sense. Here's my wish. I guess they mean the writer of the scroll. Please let me survive. I do not wish to be killed by cultists of any kind. I do not wish to be disappeared in the night, or to be crushed beneath the steel shoe of an automaton. Everything seems so strange suddenly. Everyone seems so desperate. I'm alone in this world. If I don't look after myself, no one will. Maybe you would be willing to help me. Rusty greatsword, incense bowl, sarcophagus. Okay. Well, I'll light some candles here.
Let's get going.
No. Another plea to the gods. My bones ache, wounds long scarred, throb as if new. I long for the comfort of my pipe, the warmth of the fire, but I cannot stop. Gods, old and new, hear me. Grant me the strength to keep fighting, the courage to carve out a future for my children, and when I die, the peace that comes with knowing that I did all I could. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Patrons of our hero. This compendium lists and pays special tribute to the citizens of Baldur's Gate who commissioned and paid for the mausoleum spot honoring Gorion. Gorion was a hero and sage of exceptional mind and respectable manner, and under a graying exterior he harbored a heart that bloomed kind and good and evergreen. Alright, well, we won't steal from him. Will we? Will we, Astarion? Let's just leave everything alone in here. He sounds like a good person. Hhune Mausoleum.
How delicious.
Trap. Be cautious.
Trust no one. Traps. How considerate. Something over there.
Hhune Mausoleum iron key. Alright. Well, maybe that'll help us get out of here without having to pick the lock. Lessons for Sensible Living number 4. The first page summarizes the contents. The remaining pages clumsily elaborate on them in great detail. On not going to cities, the simplest piece of advice for sensible folk is to avoid cities. On marketplaces, people often tell me, Harrington, my fleeces and turnips are worth more in the city market than at the local village fair. Fools. To them I say your fleeces and turnips will be robbed long before you reach the market square. And you will have only a few lumps and bruises to take home. On taverns, all sensible folk enjoy draining a mug of locally produced ale in the company of their friends, but some of you may have heard tell of the extravagant taverns that populate the cities of the Sword Coast. If bawdy names like the Blushing Mermaid and the Wizard's Staff were not sufficient warning of their impropriety, let it be known that you will be robbed long before you finish your first tankard, and will have only a few lumps and bruises for company. This guy. Oh. He sounds like the dad in Freaks and Geeks. Always telling stories about, hey, you know what happened to this person when they did this? They're dead. I don't know if anyone else gets that reference besides me, but if you haven't watched the show Freaks and Geeks, go watch it. On sewerage, be like to keep a pot by your bedside and cast out the leavings in a communal pit of a morn. Sensible and cleanly behavior. Many cities have dispensed with such simple methods of hygienic living, and instead the waste of the inhabitants commingles and flows through great channels beneath the very streets, a breeding ground for mucky creatures. On becoming lost, cities are far too large, and you will become lost almost immediately. A fellow once told me that Baldur's Gate is actually 3 cities in one, an outer, an inner, and an upper. I believe he thought I'd be impressed, but I simply spat in his eye and sent him on his way. Harrington Nathalin. Well, Histories of Faerun, I think we've seen that before. Don't touch the gold. This kind of looks like it could be a secret wall. Let's take a look. Yeah, see there? I wonder if it only opens from the other side. Or if we'll be able to find a button or something in here, or a lever. Let's look.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. Traps. How considerate.
The Approachable East, Volume 5. Approachable East, Volume 3. Approachable East, Volume 2. Don't care. Alright, have we eliminated all of the traps?
There is work to do.
Nope, she didn't do it either.
What to do?
I doubt I'll be able to do it. I don't have much strength. Oh, critical failure.
Hey, good looking.
Keep your distance, darling.
He did it. Hhune Mausoleum golden key. Skeleton. That's a bottle. Shield +1. The legacy of Hhune. Let's read it. Kneel with the weight of all you value at his feet, and he will reveal himself. And a black diamond. Kneel with the weight of all you value at his feet. This does kind of look like a pressure plate.
Never a dull moment.
How do we kneel?
Come on, let's go.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Maybe if we all stand here?
I'm ready.
Oh, I guess she was heavier than me.
No time to rest.
I'll go check it out. Ooh, we got a diamond. Oil of Sharpness, Elixir of Colossus, Necrotic Resistance. Journal, let's read it. This old diary contains thousands of short entries describing the writer's doings in short factual sentences. One entry catches your eye. It was introduced to me as the Emperor. Surprising, but its information was good. Its ideas brilliant. I'll not turn up my nose. A boon to the knights, I think. Oh, did this guy know the Emperor? The Emperor is the Mind Flayer who's been helping us through the whole game. Was this guy a Knight of the Shield or whatever that group was that we saw that the Emperor was a member of when we found his hideout and we had to fight the Githyanki in there? Okay. Scroll of Charm Person, don't mind if I do. Silver Chalice, don't mind if I do. Bronze Goblet, yep. Silver Cake Stand, I'm taking it. Silver Plate, sure. Silver, another silver plate. Silver Tray. Silver Fork, yep, I'll take it. Baldur's Gate and the Dialectic something or other. Have we read this before? An excerpt on page 37 is circled in red. There can be no doubt that the patriarch families of the Upper City affect such an air of reserve and respectability because they are all too aware that their fortunes are founded on bloodshed, pillage, and exploitation. No one speaks now of Jeremiah Elton, who founded the Flaming Fist as a ruthless mercenary company that slaughtered and burned for pay along the entire length of the Sword Coast. No one mentions Baron Ilza Bormel and the blood-splattered ingots shipped north from her slave labor mines in the mountains of Amn. The schoolbooks don't mention Bogo Sashenstar's bone flotilla that plundered Astor Cove and abducted the port's entire population. Secret Societies of the Sword Coast. I think we've read this before, too. On the inevitability of moral decay and its benefits. think we've seen that book as well. Oh, this guy's got a broken wing. Okay, so this guy here knew the Emperor. I wonder if we'll be able to ask the Emperor about that. They don't seem to mind that we pick up stuff in here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. Alright, well, what's in here? Oh, the approachable east again. Okay. Alright. Let's exit the Hhune Mausoleum. Oh, and she's right there and sees us coming right out of the place. She doesn't seem to care. Alright, so this was the Hhune Mausoleum. This was the Durinbold Mausoleum. And down here was the Gorion Mausoleum. I think these ones... Oh, I got acid on me. These ones here... Oh, you got acid on him too. We can't get into... But I think there's a fourth one here. Yeah, Grand Mausoleum. So we gotta try to get into that one too. Don't make me tell. What?
I want you home, Garrett. Mum won't stop crying. Dad is always at the pub.
Yeah, her brother died.
Big
Oh,
brother.
right in that acid again. Now, these folks up here, they want a gravestone or coffin or something for their daughter. Let's see if we can talk to this guy about getting one. Let's do a save. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, there he is.
Do you mind? These coffins won't make them damned selves.
Oh, okay. Maybe I gotta go talk to these people. I thought I already talked to them. Is that a plant I can pick up? No. I did a lot of reloading yesterday, though. So maybe I gotta go talk to them again. And then I can talk to him.
I am not leaving until Lily has a goddamned coffin. I'm sorry, but our baby girl... Our baby...
I know, love. I know. If you're here for a burial, good luck. The carpenter around back claims there's a backlog. We asked for a child-sized coffin, but I said it'll take a month.
You lost your child? I'm so sorry.
7 years of age. And murdered. What kind of monster hurts a little girl?
Shush, love. We're going to get Lily a coffin, all right? Give her the burial she deserves.
Alright, now let me go see if I can get a coffin from this guy. This is the most mismanaged cemetery, I swear.
The city is chock-a-block with bodies, thanks to these murders. I can barely keep up with all the orders.
I'm not leaving without a coffin.
Then you'll be a long time standing. Now, you want to bump someone else to the back of the queue? Fine, but it'll cost you.
Really? Here, this should cover it. This is for a kid, please. How would you feel if you lost a child? You can either make the parents a coffin or I'll bury you alive. Sorry for bothering you. Get a +3 on that one and a +2 on that one. Alright, let's try persuasion. Oh, wow. I can get advantage by having a scroll of charm person. Sure, why not? We did it, barely.
I have lost a kid, and I gave him the best send-off I could. Bloody hell's fine. Tell them they could pick it up at sunset. Now, get out of my sight.
Okay. I gotta wash my face though. I'm all covered with blood again.
What's next?
Let's clean ourselves up. Does she have a sponge or a soap bar of soap? I don't see one.
What a charmer.
What a day.
He's alright.
Let's move.
Alright, let's go tell those parents they can get the coffin for their kid.
I won't bury Lily without a coffin. I refuse.
No one's suggesting that. You've just got to figure this out.
Your daughter's coffin will be ready soon. I took care of it.
You did? You hear that, honey?
Lily was our world. Knowing that she'll be able to be put to rest properly makes things easier. Thank you.
Okay. So that's that. I know we'd already been in here before and talked to this lady. I don't like her. I don't trust her.
You steal from those resting in my garden and still expect an audience? Get out.
How does she know? She's a high half-elf. She doesn't look like it. She doesn't have pointy ears. Fey ancestry. I don't trust her. I still think maybe she's a hag. How'd she know we were stealing from the coffins and stuff out here and the mausoleums?
Here rests Allister Marnley, taken too soon.
Of sorrow at this grave. But why? Who is this?
What?
That name on the tombstone before. It meant nothing to me, yet I felt a pang of loss all the same.
Surely not someone you knew. What Sharon would be buried out here? What do you think it means? I'll say that.
I think I knew that man. I think he helped me somehow long ago. And I grieved when he died. Not all Sharans don robes and dark armor. Some people live perfectly normal lives on the surface, blending in utterly, so that they can serve the Dark Lady in utter secrecy. And not every skill that the Dark Lady asks of her followers can be taught in the shadows. Some can only be mastered on the streets, in daylight, amidst crowds. Lying, tailing, observing without being seen, picking a purse without being felt. I think I must have been sent to learn all these things from the man in that grave. Allister Marnley. Sounds human, and the grave wasn't recent. He must have died some time ago. And I mourned him already. He'd surely not have been buried here if he was exposed. He must have taken the secret of his faith to the grave, undiscovered. A very Sharon ending.
Okay.
A long way to go still.
Well, there's a note in front of the grave. Happy birthday, my love. You would have been 47 today. We celebrated with cake and ale. We sang your song. We imagined you were there with us and what you'd say. Living without you doesn't hurt any less, but the pain's becoming less harrowing. I adore you. No signature. On this grave, we dug up...
See Baldur, taken by Umberlee's rage.
There's nobody in it.
By her grace.
This guy was buried alive, and we let him out. We fought a bunch of kobolds. Alright, that's the guy with all the cats. We dug him up. This guy is fetid over here. Like he's gonna explode if we touch him.
Every color of the rainbow, right here.
Unseen as I was taught.
Tempers are rising. It's clear not everything you find is at your disposal.
Okay.
Watch your back.
I thought maybe he would blow up because he has grotesque distension.
Brighten up a loved one's grave with a bouquet, freshly picked.
Looking ahead.
Am I not attracting her attention now?
Someone there? Time for discretion.
God dang it, she's looking right at me.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
A friendly face at a graveyard is always a treat. How about out a flower or two to brighten your day.
I might. Let's go to the shadows.
Grave Dusty Diary. I've long admired the vigil that Mortart Gracie keeps over this graveyard. I was lucky enough to tell her as much while I was picking out my resting place. I haven't had much in the way of family, friends, or wealth in some time. Somehow I outlived them all, yet knowing that the Mortarch will stand vigil over my remains gives me solace. Folks say there's no sense praying to the god of death, but as I stand at the end of my days, my hours, I think there is no one more powerful. Even as my mind and body shrink to the shape of a hole in the ground, and my luck's worn to nothing at all, death remains. Lionel. Potion of gaseous form and thieves' tools. Loot. Looks like we can sell her some wares. She's got just enough gold to buy all this crap off of us.
Come back anytime. You won't find fresher.
Okay, bye.
Can't even look.
Alright, let's do a little save here before we go poking around in the ancient mausoleum, the grand ancient mausoleum.
Keep a blade close.
There might be traps. Alright, I'm going to assume we came in from that door.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
Yeah, I thought as much. Ooh. That looks pretty spooky. That doesn't exactly look happy. That wall too, all the skulls and bones.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. Be careful. There are traps about.
Shovels, bases, granite benches. This creepy guy. Lots of traps. Ooh, we did it. A dirty 20. Grand Mausoleum Offerings Key, Grand Mausoleum Offerings Key, a Skull of Revivify, and a skull. I will leave the skull. The last time that he picked up a skull, he ended up being followed around by a headless ghost, so let's say he's learned his lesson. Alright, what's over here? Opulent chest. We used the offerings key. We got 124 gold, a ruby ring. Oh, what's that say? The setting around the ruby is chipped and scratched as if somebody had tried to lever the gem free. Okay. We'll add it to wares, and we will take the Odaluk's freezing spear scroll. Sure. And earn. More gold. A divine bone shard. An imp patagium. Or patagium. I don't know how you pronounce that. And a cloud giant finger. Those are alchemy ingredients I will send to myself. And now we have some double doors. What is this going to lead to? Oh my goodness. There's a big bunch of... Is that a... Oh, that's just the rug. I thought that was a bunch of blood. Okay. Let's do another save before we proceed. Oh, interesting. Corpse rose.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Let's get on with it.
You guys wait outside in case the door is shut on me. I don't trust this place.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Look around in here.
What's in here?
Stacks of scrolls. Scroll of False Life, I'll take it. Rows of books. Death and Divinity, a Godly Guide. Death is too powerful a force for even a single god to contain. It is a duty that has been passed from hand to hand, splintered into smaller pieces, disease, war, funeral rites. But there must always be an overseer of the cycle as life falls away. For countless eons it was Jurgel. The lord of the end of everything presided over mortality with his unblinking stare until even he grew weary. Young Ball, Bane, and Merkel must have thought themselves conquerors when they came for the god of death, yet he used their ambitions to free himself. Merkel claimed primacy over death from Jurgel's bargain, but even he does not rule death alone. What is murder if not the most violent of deaths seized by Ball? What need would there be for noble Kelemvor to judge past souls if one deity could hold the process entire? Even gods can die. Yeah, I think that this is got something to do with the main story. I'm not sure what, because they're talking about Ball, Bane, and Merkel. And those are the three gods that are worshipped by the three that were in cahoots with each other to control the nether brain, the elder brain, or whatever it's called. Merkel, I think we fought through Ketheric. Ketheric worshipped Merkel. And I think that Bane is the one that Gortash worships, and Ball is the one that Orin worships. So, yeah, there's some connection here. I don't know about Urgel, how he fits into everything, but yeah, we've seen this book before. Case file number 846. Baldur's Gate versus Flynn Silver. Case for prosecution. Master Silver did, with forethought and without malice, kill William Lister and Simon Simi Trent at their home as part of an ungodly ritual to honor the dead three, or one of the dead three, the gods Bane, Baal, and Merkel. Case for the defense. I don't know nothing about any gods. All I know is Bill and Simi were trying to cut me out of our deal and they got what they had coming, but those symbols and stuff and how their guts was arranged, I don't know nothing. Verdict guilty. Death. Commuted to banishment so as not to anger higher powers. A lot of references to the Bane, Baal, Merkel trio in here. The Unclaimed. In life, her service had been impeccable. Daily did she devote herself to the Lady of Loss. Oh, right. I think I've read this before, too. This lady was devoted to the Lady of Loss, who I think is Shar? Or maybe it's a different Lady of Loss. But she never came to collect her dedicated soul. The cleric of the Lady of Loss, unclaimed despite her worthiness, might yet have one more lesson to learn, that not of forgetting, but being forgotten. Not sure what that means, but like maybe don't devote your life to somebody shitty. Because no matter how devoted you are, they're still going to be shitty. Crumbling journal. I was still a supplicant when I came face to face with him, masked in gold, his skin fine and worn as parchment. Urgel, the Death Keeper, the end of everything. I asked what he needed of me. He asked a simple question. What is the worth of a single mortal's life? Wait a minute. Isn't that what Withers asked us when we first met him? I knew not how to respond and said as such. He seemed nonplussed, neither disappointed nor pleased. I fell to my knees in respect for his awesome power. This garnered no reaction. There I stayed, trembling with an emotion I could not name, and when I stood again, the final scribe was gone. Yeah. Withers definitely has skin fine and worn as parchment. I don't know if he's masked in gold. But I'm pretty sure that's the question he asked us way back at the beginning of the game when we met him. I know if you think about it, Withers also has the power over life and death because he can revive your party members if they die. Interesting. I wonder if that's who Withers is supposed to be. Alright, well I think that's everything in here. Why is it doing that? Alright, let's group up again. Alright, I think that's everything here in this mausoleum. Let's leave.
Life is hard. Let flowers say what words never can.
Let's do another save. And there's one more place left that we need to examine. I don't think we can go into this one. Yeah, alright. That's back out of the graveyard. We've dug up all the graves. And there seem to be a lot of people buried in graves that don't match their headstones. I'm just gonna say. Karlach, don't splash in the acid over your parents' grave. Come on. And like, this one doesn't have anybody in it at all. Well, we've got this place to go into. Oh, it's locked. Let's see what's in here. Records of the deceased. A seemingly endless list of names and causes of death are written in a delicate cursive. This details a recent entry. Deceased, Duke Belin Stelmane. Human female, brown hair, slight build, cause of death, blood loss. 36 stab wounds. Positions of cut suggest deliberate placement. Right hand removed from body post-mortem. Blood sample reactive to crawler mucus. Deceased was paralyzed when murder took place. Burial on hold until Flaming Fist investigation is complete. Incense. Darlin Nickley. This note is hastily written on a parchment that stinks of rotting flesh and lilacs. Deceased, Darlin Nickley, human male, medium build, brown hair, hazel eyes, 3 and 30 years. Cause of death, untreated infection. Widow claims the deceased cut himself while chopping wood. Reported symptoms of high fever, nausea, and diarrhea. Placement and angle of wound in right upper thigh corroborates this, as does the pustulence. Burial. Widow unable to afford full burial. Volkov refused to make a coffin without payment up front. Will oil and bind the body to slow decomposition. I don't think there's much going on in here. Let's zoom in. I'm hearing a weird noise, though. Oh, dang. What is this? Jar of Mystic Carrion's lungs. Oh man, we could have got in here and got his lungs. I think I remember when we were fighting Mystic Carrion, the game said something about him not being able to be silenced unless you had destroyed his lungs. And I remember thinking, like, where in the heck were his lungs? Because we went into his ancient lair and we found his liver, and we found something else, I don't remember what it was, and then we had to go back to Thrumbo to get his heart. I guess this is where his lungs were. Okay. Bundle of incense, flower preservation notes. Added summer lily infused oil to boiling wax. The dipped bouquet neither wilted nor carried the odor of decay, however, scent was uniform and lacked variety. Potential ideas: add widow's blossom and whispering bloom to the wax, more pleasant scent but difficult to maintain solution integrity. The use of a porous solution of varnish, but visible effects may be more obvious. Prestidigitation. Use spell to imbue the bouquet with original odor, however, effects severely limited by time and possible cost. Valmorba's notebook. A collection of the mortician's professional notes on embalming and mummification. The most recent note is as follows. I've purchased a rare find from an adventurer who found it in the Undercity, an ancient funerary jar containing internal organs that have been preserved for, I don't know, centuries at least. Their mummification technique is unknown to me and may include a combination of mortuary, alchemy, and necromantic enchantments. I must find the time to study this in detail, as what I learned could be invaluable in enhancing my own embalming techniques. Well, we're gonna have to destroy that just to make sure that guy doesn't come back. I'm pretty sure all we had to do was destroy his heart. And the only thing that'll destroy it is fire.
You don't want to make an enemy of me, friend.
Sorry. Oops. Sorry, Karlach.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Corpse Rose. Portrait of a woman. Can't reach it. Bundle of incense. Ooh, black and azure dye. I'll take it. Alright, well, we didn't find anything too terribly mysterious in here. I was kind of thinking we would find proof that she was a hag, but I guess she's just a mortician. And now that we've totally demolished her workspace here, she's gonna really hate us. Alright. So, we've been all through the graveyard, dug up a bunch of graves, examined a bunch of things, fought a bunch of things, gone into all the mausoleums, looted a bunch of things, and we helped that nice couple who lost their daughter to get a coffin so they could lay their daughter to rest. Well, I'd say that's all in a day's work. So now we're out of here. Let's continue looking around the city.
Hey, it's Dammon!
say hi.
It's who? Oh yeah, it is. Oh my gosh, my dude, Dammon!
Karlach, you're looking well.
Would be a lot better if you'd find a way to fix this engine, Dammon.
I haven't stopped trying, but all roads lead to a dead end. Sorry, I didn't mean...
Never mind. Glad you're all right in any case. Nice forge you've got here.
Best I've had in years. Mistress of the house lets me operate from here for a fair price. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy.
Good. Someone should be.
Mistress of the house lets you operate there because you're hot. Hot as fuck. Can we see your wares?
Certainly.
What you got for us, my dude? Same old, same old? I should probably buy every one of these arrows. Alright, let's sort by value. And then we'll see if he's got anything that we really want. Armor of Persistence. Very rare. Heavy armor. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's 1,400 gold. I don't even have enough gold for that. It says 6,400 there, but that's not correct. Plate armor. Oh, this would improve her armor class by 2. Ooh, splint armor. Ooh, freedom of movement and long strider.
Shout if you need anything else.
Okay. Let me take a look.
No time to dally.
I don't.
What
Don't
is
see the point.
quick
Staying
heals?
informed seems
Speed and freedom of movement. Okay.
Hearing you say that stresses
So these
me out
already
more
have
than the
speed and
Gazette,
freedom
mate.
of movement.
Hey now. I know you. You probably don't know me, though. I'm Dammon. You helped me and mine out of a few scrapes. First with the druids, then at Last Light Inn. I owe you. Maybe I can repay you with some metalware? Finest in the city, if you don't know where to look.
Oh, okay.
Of course. Wouldn't be alive to hold them if it weren't for you.
Alright, so freedom of movement and long strider plus dexterity. These are probably better than what she has, but oh my gosh, look at the price tag on those things. What is this? Unwanted Masterwork scale mail. Exotic material. Add your full dexterity modifier to your armor class. Additionally, this armor does not impose disadvantage on stealth ability checks. With resistance to fire damage. Wow, that sounds pretty cool. I'm really curious what that looks like. I'm gonna buy it. What else has he got? Sort of life stealing. A critical hit, the target takes an extra 10 necrotic damage as long as it isn't a construct or undead, and you gain 10 temporary hit points. That's pretty cool.
No one stopped me yet.
So where's the armor I just bought? Oh wow, look at that. That looks pretty cool. Is that supposed to be for Karlach?
Making me sweat.
Oh wow. She's already got resistance to fire damage, though.
How delicious.
I wonder what it would look like on a Starion. Oh, very cute. They almost look like feathers, like he's Cupid or something. Wow, because it adds its full dexterity bonus, it makes his armor class 20. But this has 10 initiative. Yeah, I think this looks more like something a Starion would wear.
Attention!
It definitely looks like something that Karlach should be wearing, though, doesn't it? This enraging heart garb gains 2 turns of wrath while raging, and is a Constitution +2, which, you know, is helpful. So she loses some hit points for some reason, probably because she loses some Constitution. She gains armor class but loses hit points. I don't know, it looks pretty cool though. I gotta say, it looks really cool on her. Yeah, she's gotta have it. She's gotta have it. It just looks fucking cool. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, let's look at the map. Oh, we're getting dangerously close to this Diabolist Hellsick. Forge of the Nine. What is the Forge of the Nine?
telling you. That flaming fist was winking at me.
Well, she nodded at me.
Diabolic Forge.
A suggestive nod. You've been single too long.
Well, I don't want to go in there and piss him off. But I'm curious what's going on in there.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Here, I'll play some music for him and distract him.
Someone there?
Tippy toes. If you had to pick one for a night of passion,
The one with that pinch in his chest plate. I'd need more of those if you catch my drift.
I'm standing down winning.
This looks like something important here. And very interesting and complicated. I'm not going to steal from this guy because I like him. Or as Astarion might be thinking, if I steal from this guy, Jules will never forgive me. The Devil You Know, an autobiography. Have you ever had a god change your blood? It is a horrifying thing even for those who may desire it. Yet few tieflings wished for Asmodeus to claim their bodies, only to be given no choice in the matter. It is not as if we were well loved before the Archdevil's gambit. Our people have always struggled against the notion of devilkin, as if a single drop of infernal ichor inescapably corrupts. How amusing when so many others willingly sell their souls to fiends, yet their culture as a whole escapes the blame. But what method can we redeem? By what method can we redeem ourselves when the crime is not ours? I would drive a blade into every warlock that aided Asmodeus' damned ritual, but personal vengeance cannot undo the will of a god, much less one as slippery as the Lord of Lies. When every passerby thinks you a thief and heretic, it is deeply tempting to become one. The only thing that has stopped me is knowing Asmodeus wants nothing more than for us all to fall from grace. Did he write that, or is he just reading it? Oh my gosh, look, there's a big demon head right there, and some little winged demons. What's this guy up to? Long sword, helmet, a pleasurable deal. This is an excerpt from the play Pleasurable Deal, banned in no fewer than 4 cities for its lewd content. Ooh, Dammon, what are you doing in here with a banned book? Its scandalous nature led to a number of widely distributed and illicit printings. Narrator, come here, fair folk, a tale now lost to time. In grief, this man well sunk to depth sublime. A gift he sought to win his lady's heart, our Cambion smiled, for now the game did start. Enter Robert, male tiefling, crying. Carlyle, stage right. Flash of smoke. Carlyle. Weep not, young man, though free your wife has fled, and comfort found in comrade's arms and bed. She licks her lips and cries his name, oh my, and now seek you to be the apple of her eye? Robert, how does a stranger know such things, I ask? Carlyle, I watch you from the shadows, and I see your shame and grief for nature's malady. You seek to win your lady and her bed, to have your name upon her lips instead. Robert, you know my curse, my pain, my grief, my woe? Carlyle, of you I know, you seek a larger hoe, H-O-E, to plough, fair maid, and sow a seed to grow, but lack do ye a mighty horn and mast, with which to guide a maid to bed and fast. This sounds like something that Raphael would write. Alright, well, nothing terribly interesting going on in here, as far as I can tell. Oh, Dammon's journal. Let's read that. Devils take it, but it's hard to hold a pen properly after pounding with a forge hammer all day. However, I want to get this down while it's on my mind. The issue. For a Faerunian city, Baldur's Gate is practically swimming in infernal arms. Before El Turel was taken, I saw maybe 2 weapons of infernal iron in 3 years. Here in the gate, I see that many every 10 day. Not that I'm complaining. As a specialist in infernal iron, it's great to have sources of the metal available. I just have to hope this isn't a harbinger of an event like what happened to El Turel. Okay. We creep. We sneak. Back down the stairs. Oh, right here on the other side. He lives right next to the graveyard. With all the spooky comings and goings. Blacksmith's bellows. Use. This just seems like something we should be able to interact with, you know? But it doesn't look like there's anything to do here. Interesting. Maybe this is how he makes all his infernal weapons. He doesn't seem to have a kitchen. Where is he eating? He's got a cool workshop, though. Of course, I guess he can cook anything he wants on his forge fire there, right? I've been here the whole time, Astarion says. Oh, I guess I failed because they're not leaving any gold.
What can I do for you?
Nice workshop you have here.
I'm shocked by my good fortune, quite honestly. Rent is fair, and the setup is just what I need to start making a living again. Without you, I'd be dead in a ditch twice over. Instead, I have my own smithy in the city. At least, until the Absolute's army mows us down. But
well,
hey,
I'm doing my best to protect you from
anything
that
could
too.
happen in the meantime. Optimism, right?
Okay, well. Alright, we poked around in his house and didn't find anything terribly unusual. Let's take a look. Alright, well, right over here is where we have to go to deal with Cazador. Maybe that's something we need to do soon. Down here we can investigate the fireworks place. Way down here we have to try to deal with the steel watch. Not quite ready to do that yet. I don't think we can go any further up here. Oh, we've got the ghost house. Right. That's something we might want to deal with next time. Alright. Well, this has been interesting. We spent most of our time in the graveyard, and then we ran into Dammon again, which is very, very cool. Alright, that's going to be it for me today. I will be back hopefully tomorrow. If I can. I don't think I've got anything on my calendar. We're supposed to be having a couch delivered tomorrow, a new couch. But I don't know what time that will happen. Knowing my luck, it'll happen right at 3 o'clock. So they'll call and they'll say, we're going to be there sometime in the next hour, and then I won't be able to stream until the couch comes. But hopefully that won't happen. Hopefully we'll be lucky they'll deliver it early in the day, and I'll be able to get on with getting on and do a stream. But yeah, alright. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. It was good to see you, Jose. Don't know if you're still there, but you were chatting with me early in the live stream, and anyone else who's been hanging out, I appreciate you. If you're watching this at some point in the future, don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, let me know you've been watching. Tell me what you think of Baldur's Gate 3, and take care of yourselves until next time. Bye!